Still not sure? Then hear what our customers say.
I'm really enjoying my laptop.
I just wanted to call to say how happy I am with it.
And I'm very pleased with their service, so I would suggest to anyone that is looking for computers or trying to find computers, Tronics is the best place to call.
Call now and lock in your free gifts. You will not be turned down. Call 800-769-1694. 800-769-1694. That's 800-769-1694.
What's cooking today from CRN Digital Talk Radio Weekend Edition? I'm Michael Horn along with Paul Stern and the wonderful Larry Lipson, who's with us from Costa Rica, the Lipson Institute for Advanced Wine Studies. We got somebody here who's a friend of ours. He's been on the show before. He's on the Celebrity Apprentice, going to be hosting the 2010 Miss USA pageant. He has expanded out. We're talking about Chef Curtis Stone. Welcome to the broadcast.
How you doing?
We're doing great. Glad you're on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me back.
Yeah, now listen, this Celebrity Apprentice they were picking on you for a while, Curtis, and Sharon Osbourne didn't like you, and all of a sudden everybody's liking you again. You've kind of shone through. You got that dry sense of humor. I think you were misunderstood.
I think I might have been, Sharon Osbourne. You can't take her too seriously. She likes to have a bit of a laugh, and she sort of just puts it out there. So yeah.
Those of you that don't watch the show, there are challenges that each team has to do. And your team, I believe, both teams had to decorate an apartment. And, man, it was a slam dunk. Come on, Curtis. You had the kitchen in there, and you were, like, pleading to take a couple of doors off the cabinets to give depth. You nailed that kitchen.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Look, if I can't nail a kitchen, what can I nail, right?
Exactly.
Got to get that one right.
What was the key factor? You said that in a kitchen you like to have food, and you displayed some food, right?
Yeah, that's right. I went and picked up some muffins and put a coffee machine in. So I think it's nice when you walk into an apartment, you want to smell. I'm saying this because I'm a home buyer. So when you walk in looking to buy a house, you want it to smell nice and you want it to feel comfortable with some candles or whatever it is.
That's an old trick a real estate guy did one time.
Yeah,
baked bread. He used to take an apple and heat it up in the oven, turn the oven on slow, and so the apple would cook slowly while they were showing the house. And people go, "Wow,
right?
that's quite exactly." Is that a great tip?
And in fact, recently I heard pumpkin pie spice is something that is very attractive to the real estate community.
So now, how do you go, Curtis Stone, from world-renowned chef, star of the Celebrity Apprentice right now, and now? Hey, you got the hosting the Miss USA pageant. Tell me about this.
They called me and asked me if I'd be interested in doing it, and I was honoured, really thrilled. It's sort of Miss USA has been going here in the States for 59 years, and so to be asked to be a part of something that's so steeped in American tradition and history, it's really special. So, but then on top of that, you sort of think to yourself, well, I've never really hosted such a big event or show, or that I got given the script. It was 140 pages with 51 different names I've got to pronunciate correctly, and you're like, wow, this is going to be a bit tricky. Then we showed up yesterday to the rehearsal, and there was 51 reasons why I couldn't concentrate on what I was supposed to be doing. So you're going to have to wish me luck on this one.
I mean, depending on who you talk to, this could be bigger than the Academy Awards.
That's right. I mean, it's look,
certainly
the Giants got a way of turning things around. So he got his hands on Miss USA a while back, and he's making a few changes to it, which I think is for the better.
You've been on the same team as Maria Canales, and then you've competed against her. And I met her yesterday at this big cable convention center. She was supposed to be on the show. Some wires got missed. She's on, I believe, on this Miss USA pageant. So you've been next to her. She's a knockout, except you got to be careful because she's also a wrestler. So that should help you get through the 51 others you have to look at.
She might knock me out. That's right. You always got to be careful of a woman that can beat you up. It's a bit scary.
Now this is taking place when? On Sunday night on NBC?
NBC Sunday night. I think it's 7 o'clock Eastern time. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting one to do.
Now, does Mr. Trump come out himself? Larry Lipson, you, of course, the restaurant critic. You, Curtis Stone, you know this guy here. I mean, he's a world-renowned chef, Chef Curtis Stone. You saw Donald Trump dining recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And what is it? Is he like the producer of this?
Donald Trump is, come on, Celebrity Apprentice. He's the guy. He says you're fired. What was Mr. Trump eating? I want to help Curtis because he might be able to
I don't know what he was eating.
When they're in the boardroom, Curtis, if you threw him some food or something, throw him like a pork chop.
I'll tell you, the restaurant.
Throw him a pork chop one time on the show, Curtis, would you?
Whereabouts was he dining?
Yeah, where was he dining? Give Curtis.
At the Sunset Tower.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's a pretty conservative eater. You know, I ate dinner with him here in Vegas last time I was out here, and he had a well-done steak, which, you know, a chef would sort of, it makes us sort of, our skin crawl, because it's well-done steak. We don't eat well-done steak.
Exactly.
And he's not a big fan of seafood, so, you know, he's quite a conservative eater.
I don't ever fool around with a chef. I always say, have it brought to my table the way the chef likes it prepared. Then I make friends with you, don't I, Curtis?
That's right. That's the way to do it.
Plus, I saw Donald Trump in New York. This was a few years ago at the famed Rayo's restaurant. I mean, this guy does have wide varieties of Italian steaks, burnt steaks. So toss him a burnt steak then, Curtis, okay? We want you to win it. Yeah, I think you got the inside track, Curtis.
You think so?
Well, you're kind of, you know, you've got that real competitive edge. You're a chef. You know you got to get it done. You've got that little bit of humor. You make friends. I mean, if you were like on that Survivor show, you'd be getting everybody to kind of support you by now, and you are on Celebrity Apprentice.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good, right? If it's going to work, it's going to work.
If you win, we want you back on the show, okay? Because I predicted it.
Hey, Curtis, take care of yourself Sunday night.
I will do. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being with us that Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern Pacific. See the great chef Curtis Stone and more on the 2010 Miss USA pageant.
Are you struggling with too much credit card debt, sky-high interest rates, late fees, over-limit fees? Having trouble just